Everything complicated is becoming user-friendly, and your skills are a commodity. And this is the reality many people fail to see. Millions of people who thought they were safe and their job is secure are about to get fired. In fact, it's already happening. It's estimated that starting next year, 175,000 people will lose their job every single month in the United States alone. The traditional career path is out the window, and people need to take control of their money and time. A work revolution is coming, and you need to be prepared. Here are 5 timeless skills you need to acquire to survive in the new economy. Welcome to ALUX. Number 1. How to sell yourself as a business. There's a big shift happening where people who used to be employees start becoming companies of one. They realize there's no point in being chained down to a single company in the hopes of getting a promotion and a 10% salary increase after 3 years. People are no longer interested in building a career with one organization. They want to build a career around themselves and their skills. And if that's going to happen, you need to sell yourself as a business, not as an employee. So, what's the difference between a one-person company and an employee? Well, you see, an employee has only one client, and they have to do whatever the client says, when they say it, and how they say it. As a matter of fact, in most cases, it's actually illegal for them to have multiple clients, and that client is in the form of an employer. A one-person company, on the other hand, can have as many clients as they want. They get to choose their clients, make the contracts, and set the rules of the game. They're in full control of their time, and they decide when and how the work is done. And in that regard, it's the exact opposite of an employee. By selling themselves as a business rather than as employees, they protect themselves from the unpredictability of a traditional job. If one client doesn't work out, well, they've got others to work with. If they want to retrain in a different skill set, they can do that without having to jump through the hoops of bureaucracy. Retraining in a different skill set for an employee means years of learning followed by years of required experience, and then they start at level 1. Retraining for a company of one means a couple of weeks of active learning, and they're good to go. If they want to make more money, they don't ask for a promotion, they simply charge more by increasing their value. If they want to take winter off and go ski in the Alps, well, they can do that. All these things happen only when you transition from an employee to a company of one. Now, learning how to sell yourself as a business is a timeless skill that can take years of trial and error to acquire. But we've got a pretty great way to shorten that period drastically. More on that later. Number 2. How to retrain yourself. The illiterate of the 21st century aren't those who cannot read or write, but those who cannot learn, unlearn, and relearn. The skill of self-education sits at the foundation of the timeless skill chart. It's the first thing you need to acquire. Now, answer the following questions honestly. What is the last valuable thing you learned how to do? And when did that happen? We're talking about an actual skill here, not how to crop a photo. You see, for most people, the last thing they learned how to do was more than 5 years ago. And if you find yourself in this group, we've got some bad news for you. You're about to get replaced or downgraded, or maybe that's happened already. Now, yes, we know learning a completely new skill by yourself can feel daunting and anxiety-inducing. You believe you can't do it, and even if you do, you won't be able to compete with those who've already got that skill plus years of practice. The imposter syndrome starts to kick in, and you go back to your nice and secure job. After all, you can't teach a dog new tricks, right? So why bother? But as any dog trainer will tell you, actually, yeah, you can. And dare we say learning how to learn for yourself is almost mandatory in the new economy. Now, the next skill on this list is about leveraging the currency of this new economy. Number 3, how to make people pay attention to you. The new economy is planetary. There are no borders. Geography is irrelevant. The place where you currently live doesn't really matter. It all lives on the internet, and the internet runs on a very specific currency. We've talked about this in our previous videos. And that currency is attention. Do people pay attention to what you have to say? Do people care about your opinion? How can you grow an audience? Can you keep people engaged and offer them something valuable? Can you make fans? These used to be questions only celebrities asked themselves, but not anymore. Your ability to gather people around a common interest and have them pay attention to you can be translated directly into you never having to worry about money ever again. Building a healthy community that wants to hear what you have to say is one of the most criminally underrated skills there is. You cannot buy it, you cannot fake it. Either you manage to do it or you don't. And the next skill on this list is one of the things required to make people pay attention to you. Number 4, how to position yourself as an expert. People often mistake expertise with experience. Expertise means how good you are at doing something. Experience means how long you've been doing it, and they are not the same thing. If you've been doing the same repetitive task for 5 years in a row, that doesn't make you an expert in that particular thing. In the new economy, people are looking for experts, not people with experience. And the good news is, expertise is not gate-kept by time. You are in full control of how deep you want to go and how good you want to become. It'll take whatever amount of hours you decide to put in. There's no how many years of experience do you have in this new world. It's only, can you do it or not? And this is why it's so important to position yourself as an expert, not as someone with experience. And doing that is a skill in and of itself. Positioning yourself as an expert is a process where you put yourself and your work in the right place at the right time in front of the right people. We believe that in the near future, every high-quality individual, or in other words, experts, will be contracted as freelancers. They will jump in when they're needed, do the work they're expert at, get paid, and then take off. They will work in a boom-bust fashion where they'll work for about 3 months, take a break for 3 months, and repeat the cycle. And for those of you who want to take advantage of this model of work, we've built something amazing for you. We call it Freelance Mastery, and it's available this week only at alux.com/freelance. This is your sign to become a freelancer or at least add a second stream of income to your household. This is perfect for someone who's been waiting for the right opportunity to make a change, and now is the time to do it. In the course, you'll go from building a company from the ground up, selling yourself as a business, removing imposter syndrome, becoming an expert, and going pro. And as a special bonus for those enrolling in the course right now, you'll be joining the bonus live training sessions at the end of the month. Our guarantee is simple. If you don't make the money you paid for this course from freelancing, we'll give you all your money back, no questions asked. It's a no-brainer. We're only opening the doors for 7 days, and then you'll be left wishing you got in. This is your shot at the new thing you were waiting for. Go to alux.com/freelance right now. We can't wait to help you become a company of one. Number 5, how to build scalable systems. This means designing a system that has a constant production cost, but a multiplier of outcome. And this might be the hardest skill to get right, which is why we left it for last. You see, if you get good at building scalable systems at a constant rate, your value goes through the roof. Everyone will want to hire your business because employees are not scalable. You could only hire so many people until things become chaotic and unorganized. For every 6 employees, you need a manager. And for every 6 managers, you need another manager. And it goes on until nobody knows what anyone is doing and everyone wastes time on the company dime. We actually see this happening right now with the recent massive layoffs on Twitter and Meta, and now Amazon just announced their plan to fire another 10,000 people. If you thought your job was safe working in big tech companies, well, think again. Any of these skills alone can help you survive in the new economy, but get at least 2 or 3 of them, and you put yourself on a path to real success. And as a thank you for watching until the end and being a true A-Luxer, we've got a bonus for you. We want as many people from our community to take full advantage of our premium learning experience. This is one of the reasons we open our courses for only 1 week at a time. It's so we can properly take care of and support those who enroll. Freelance Mastery is only available until this Sunday. After that, we're closing the doors. And as a bonus for you, we've got a 25% discount code. Use the code ALUXER and you'll get 25% off at checkout. Start taking control of your time and money. We'll see you on the inside. Thank you for watching this video, A-Luxer. If you found it valuable, consider subscribing to our channel and joining our awesome community. And if you're still hungry for more, we handpicked this video for you to watch next. Or head over to our website for more amazing content. See you tomorrow.